From Fox 59 Sports, this is Football Friday Night. Powered by Indiana University and the Ray Skillman Auto Group.
Tonight, we're talking about playoffs. Welcome to the IHSAA postseason inside the Fox 59 studio. This is Football Friday Night. I'm Dave Griffiths. Let's check out what's on tap for the show. No 6A this week. All of them have a bye. But we got highlights from 5A down to 1A all coming up. Our game of the week comes from 3A, a Catholic school rivalry there. Got the top two teams in 2A, Western Boone and Cecina. And we'll announce the winner of last Friday's Shelbourne Knee Center Play of the Game vote. All those stories plus the Colts hope to snap a 4-game losing skid Sunday and will likely get a Pro Bowler back in the lineup. I'll fill you in on the details in 15 minutes. After winning 5 straight state titles earlier this decade, Cathedral has been held out of the championship game now 3 years in a row. Still some successful seasons, but not where the Irish want to be. The playoff path back to Lucas Oil Stadium starts today. Irish taking on Plainfield. First quarter, Cathedral ball, Orrin Edwards finds Bo Sanders in the flat. Gets some good blocking downfield, sheds a tackler, and Bo knows he's in the end zone. 40-yard score. Quakers get the ball and strike right back. Cal Vanderbush to a wide open Derek Keller. Lone coverage or something, and he's gone 74 yards to the house. Knots things up 7-7. Fighting Irish. They get the ball back, and Edwards hands off to Chandre Sissel, making guys miss. Some good cutting, and then check out the balance on the sideline, staying inbounds and cutting back for the 60-yard score. Cathedral winners today, 51-14. Let's check in on Columbus East, the reigning 5A state champions in New Albany, with some skylights. Olympians plowing in here from 1 yard out, and they are in control, although New Albany trying to make a game of it, going through the air. Devin Gunner hauls it in and scoots down the sideline, 67 yards. Ultimately, not enough to keep up with the Olympians. Columbus East over New Albany. Final score 31-16. To Zionsville now. Eagles on their home turf hosting Muncie Central. First quarter, Zionsville with the ball. Gus Baumgartner breaking loose. Needs a block downfield, but an unfortunate collision. Only the Eagles could stop the Eagles tonight on that drive. The handoff to Colin Price, sweeping right into the end zone. That made it 21-zip in the first quarter. Defense doing his job too as Muncie Central's passing, but Lucas Pichon breaks it up in the backfield with a sack. They had to punt away. Second quarter, Eagles keeping the pressure on with the pass. Josh Wagner to Brogy Whitesell. Final score 52-0. Zionsville winners. Mooresville finished the season 6th in the 4A top 10 with 8 wins to just 1 loss. Pioneers are aiming to win their first sectional title in 14 years. That was back in 2004. To Mooresville. And the Pioneers were doubling up Beech Grove at halftime and adding to it at the start of the second half. A play you don't see every day. Ball pops up off the ground, and Mooresville on the kickoff return. Well, kickoff coverage really, able to recover it, and they take advantage. Carson Goodman throwing it up. John Eineman snagging it in the end zone. A 35-14 Mooresville lead. Hornets trying to rally there in the second half. Jordan Reel to Sergio Holtz. And Holtz makes a couple nice moves to find his way to the end zone, but too little, too late. Mooresville with the 49-21 victory. More 4A ball. Delta and Lebanon. Game was tied at 7 at the half. We go to the second half when we saw much more action. Delta ball. Brady Hunt passing. And a little buffering can't stop Spencer St. John in the end zone. 14-7 the score. Next Eagle possession, handoff to Wesley Wooden, cuts through a hole, and no one touches him until he's down in the end zone. 21-7. Lebanon trying to catch up, winging it deep, but not going to work as Wesley Stitt picks it off and goes back for the score. Final score, Delta 28-14. Bishop Chatard saw some time at the top of the Class 3A polls this year. Cardinal Ritter entered the night looking to pull the upset. Wes Woodward recaps our game of the week.
A wet St. Vincent Field at Marian University, the site for a Class 3A Sectional 29 clash between two tradition-rich programs, Bishop Chatard and Cardinal Ritter. First quarter, and it'll be the Trojans drawing first blood. Dalen Taylor, nice cutback here on the TD run, making it 7-0 Bishop Chatard. And a little bit later, it's his fullback getting into the act. Tony Harrison rumbling 40 yards to make it 14-0 Chatard. The run game very effective for BC. Taylor again finding the end zone. PAT would fail, making it 20-0. All things clicking for Bishop Chatard on the ground, so they try to work on the passing game. Mark Nondorf going up top here to John Marcella for the score, and then later it's Nondorf again hitting Andrew Sawinski for the score, 33-0 after one. Second quarter, no let up for the Trojans. Max Waybright finding the end zone right here. 4 Ritter Raider turnovers in that first half, and Bishop Chatard taking full advantage at the break. The Trojans would lead it 40-0. In second half, the Raiders playing for pride. Daryl Roberson gets into the end zone to avoid the shutout, but it's Bishop Chatard routing Ritter 40-7, the final.
In a game like this, you never know what's going to happen. We were prepared all week for this. We've been working on this a long time. Our guys came out ready to play and really took it to them the first quarter.
On the west side, West Woodward football Friday night.
Thank you, West, to the reigning 3A runners-up. Rebuff hosting Southmont, coming out and almost taking us out in the process. Got to keep your head on a swivel on football Friday night. Caleb Ellison scrambling but doesn't panic. He's got Simon Banks there in the end zone. Early Brave lead 7-0. And then the Rebuff defense wants in on the fun as Southmont back to pass and looking deep. Christian Troop has got the pick, and he's not done. Making a case for some offense or return game duties. Troop would take it all the way back for the pick six. The Braves absolutely dominate the game. Final score is 50-14. Same sectional in Noblesville, Guerin Catholic hosting Crawfordsville. The Athenians punted after their first possession. First play for the home Golden Eagles is Jaeger Albert. See you later. Breaking free and into the end zone. 7-0 after the 41-yard touchdown run. Second quarter, now it's 21-zip. More from the ground game. Braden Hall barreling through the Crawfordsville defense and into the end zone. Makes it 28-zip. Not all offense as Guerin Catholic's defense getting in on the act. A ball that was ill-advised. Daniel Rode with the pick. Back for the score. Guerin 49-19. To Class 2A now, Cecina has looked mighty good against its own class this year. 8-1. The Crusaders' only loss came to a 5A school. They look primed for a good postseason run. Ranked number 2 in 2A. Cecina taking on the Centerville Bulldogs at Roncalli High School. Bulldogs take advantage of the Crusaders' field position and come up with a safety there on that play. So defense adding a little bit to the tally. One drive later, though, Cecina would strike back and do a little bit more damage than just 2 points. Tavon Middlebrook, 60 yards into the end zone. See you later. No one able to catch up with Middlebrook. And then we go to the third quarter. Cecina again in scoring position. Mac Ayers, QB, tossed it up. Finds David Baker, the slick catch in the corner of the end zone. Cecina 42-2, a blowout win. Now to the top team in Class 2A. Western Boone, that is a friendship right there. Sharing your popcorn. Webo hosting Washington. Very first play, Cruz Washington taking the opening kick and taking on the entire Washington return team. See you later. Gone down the sideline. What a way to start the game for the Stars. Later on, the senior running back scores a bit more conventional way, the 9-yard score. Western Boone is up 13-0. Stars defense also strong as the ball gets knocked out. Patrick Schallenberger recovers. Webo score a few plays later. 49-0, all Western Boone tonight. More scores from the 2A ranks. Speedway cannot keep up with Tipton. The Blue Devils dominate the Sparkplug 62-13. And Heritage Christian shuts out Eastern Hancock by the score of 21-0. Plenty more high school football still to come. We head to Class 1A next, and a team hoping to break a bit of a semi-state jinx this season. Plus, Adam Vinatieri's the one setting the records, yes, but several Colts teammates in particular have the best seats in the house to the show. More Football Friday night next. 3 of the past 4 years, 1A Lutheran's postseason run has come to an end in semi-state. Just one step to go for the Saints to get to Lucas Oil Stadium. They have been so close, trying to psych themselves up tonight, pregame, the opening round of sectionals hosting South Decatur. All Saints in the first half on their first drive. Marcus McFadden breaking loose through the rain, 64 yards, all the way to the house. See you later. 7 points for Lutheran. A few plays later, it's Dante Akins for the Saints. Akins through the line, cutting back, and just no one's going to be able to bring him down. Lots of big plays, even down inside their own 15-yard line. No one's going to be able to stop him as McFadden would catch the toss from Blake White and takes it 88 yards for the score. Lutheran final 42-12. Indiana School for the Deaf and the How High Hornets. More 1A action this evening. Second quarter, Indiana Deaf in scoring position, but How's Jalen Cannon makes the tip and interception, goes back 70 yards until he's chased down. That set up this. Willie Nunn running, cruising past the camera into the end zone for the touchdown. Third quarter, Davion Troutman. Hand off to Cameron Turner, and Turner coming near side, gets plenty of Hornets in front of him into the end zone. How? Final score 37-6. Time to announce the winner of the Shelbourne Knee Center play of the game from last week's Football Friday night. Give it to Heritage Christian's Colton Brown, taking the handoff through a big hole, shedding one arm tackle, and see you later. 65 yards all the way to the paint. That's our play of the game, and our Trisha Whitaker stopped by the Eagles practice this week.
All right, Colton Brown, on behalf of Fox 59, I'd like to present you with the Shelbourne Knee Center play of the game. Congratulations, Colton. You left everybody in the dust for 65 yards. Walk me through what was going through your head.
There's a big hole. I couldn't have done it without my lineman, and then there was one guy to beat. He tried to stick his arm out and tackle me, but I got past him. And then all the way down the field, I heard a guy behind me, and I was like, gotta get to the end zone.
Good mindset to have. Nominees this week still to come, but first, will the Colts get a Pro Bowl target for Andrew Luck back in the lineup Sunday? More Football Friday night next. Quite possibly the Colts' biggest problem on the field the past few weeks has been drop passes. Missing this guy, right? Now, you can certainly say injuries are more of an issue and directly affect those drops with players out. But the good news is, on both fronts, T.Y. Hilton practiced in full this afternoon for the second time this week. He's progressed well enough that he's not even listed as questionable on the injury report, so it's likely Andrew Luck will have his top target back Sunday.
We feel pretty encouraged, pretty positive, okay? So we're thinking good thoughts. We're still going to be cautious, see how he responds to practice today, but when he steps on the field, you just got confidence in him that he's going to get open. He's got speed, he's got instincts, catches, really great hands, and probably most importantly, Andrew just has so much confidence in him and just feels like it's going to be a completion every time he throws it to him.
You can watch the Colts and Bills this week on our broadcast partner, CBS 4. Kickoff 1 p.m. Sunday, but tune in early, 8:30 a.m. for the Colts Blue Zone pregame show before the Titans and Chargers game in London at 9 a.m. It will eventually be Adam Vinatieri's name on top of the NFL's all-time scoring leaders, but number 4 hasn't done it alone. Our Lara Overton sat down with current Colts long snapper Luke Rhodes and holder Rigoberto Sanchez to discuss their roles in helping to make NFL history.
Snap, ball down, kick is on its way. It is good!
When Adam Vinatieri broke the NFL's all-time field goal record, Rigoberto Sanchez and Luke Rhodes had a hand in making history.
I mean, it was a surreal moment.
They're on pace to help Vinny to history yet again, as the 45-year-old is just 10 points away from becoming the league's all-time leading scorer.
We'll be able to tell, our kids and grandkids, like, that was us. We were there for that record that probably won't be broken.
I was 2 when he started playing in the league, and it's amazing that I was going to eventually end up holding for him, so that's just incredible.
Luke, a converted linebacker who began long snapping just last season, and Rigo, a second-year punter out of Hawaii, admit a record-breaking season has been a labor of love.
He believed in us from the start, even though it didn't look pretty.
The work that we put in last preseason, just trying to find close to that so that we could throw the same ball and hit the same spot, was hours and hours.
Hours of work for split-second execution.
From the time Rigo opens his hand to the time it's leaving Vinny's foot, we're shooting for under 1.3 seconds.
Although the 4-time Super Bowl champ is one to downplay individual accomplishments, when he does break the scoring record, Luke and Rigo are happy to give him a hand in commemorating the achievement.
We're kind of trying to figure out a little celebration thing for the field. I hope we can, just have that kind of game that happens here at home. I want that cool picture.
No question.
In the end zone or something. The Vinny fist pump or something.
Vinny fist pump.
We'll figure something out.
Lara Overton, Fox 59 News.
Thank you, Lara. Coming up next, we narrow the top plays of the night down to 2. The Shelbourne Knee Center play of the game nominees are next on Football Friday night. Quick look at Saturday's slate of college football. All these local teams play at home. It is homecoming at both Marion for a top 10 NAIA battle and at Ball State. IU will host Penn State in Bloomington. Indy welcomes McKendree to the south side. And a Big Ten battle in prime time in West Lafayette as Purdue takes on second-ranked Ohio State. The best of the best from this week's high school football. We've narrowed it down to 2 plays, and your vote will determine the winner of the Shelbourne Knee Center play of the game. Nominee number 1, Western Boone in Washington. The opening kickoff goes to Webo's Cruz Washington, and Cruz takes it to the house. See you later. Touchdown for the Stars, part of a big 49-0 win for Webo on the day. Nominee number 2, Cecina and Centerville. The Crusaders' Mac Ayers passing. David Baker skying up there for the catch in the corner of the end zone. 42-2 the final score. Cecina gets the W. The vote opens at midnight tonight on Fox59.com. That is Football Friday night for this week. I'm Dave Griffiths. News Point is next, and with a preview, here's Lindsay Eaton.